Hello friends, my name is Manuj and I have secured rank 53 in the recently concluded Civil Service Exam 2016. My optional was management, and a lot of you have reached out to me asking me questions about this management optional. The first question that often pops up is whether this optional is a good option to take for the Civil Service Exam. The second question that generally pops up is the question that whether it can yield good enough marks as compared to other subjects like geography, PubAd, and others. And thirdly, another question is whether this optional is too vast and can it be actually handled by someone who's taking this optional. Well, all these three questions I will try to answer as objectively as possible through my experience of 3 years in the civil services of the three different attempts that I've given. And I'm sure by the end of this video, you will have a better clarity about whether this option makes sense for you or not. So I will now switch to the presentation mode, that small presentation that I have made to try to answer your questions. Let's go through that. So this presentation will provide you a comprehensive overview of what management subject is all about. This is here Manu Jindal again, rank 53 in the Civil Services 2016 exam, and obviously my optional was management. So as you can see here, friends, my performance in management optional has continuously improved only. In my first year, I received 103 marks in paper 1 and 140 marks in paper 2, which was a very good score and probably one of the highest scores that year, either the top or the second highest. And this was even after preparing only for 3 months. I had started my preparation very late in this attempt, and in a 3 month attempt, by covering comprehensively the entire syllabus of paper 2, I was able to score 140 because my numericals ended up being right. And also, I covered the theory very decently, and I also managed my time very well. But in paper 1, I was less prepared. I was not very comfortable with the theory portion. So I think the marks reflect that lack of preparation. In year 2, 2015, this was probably one of the hardest papers management has ever seen. I left 35 marks blank in paper 2, and despite that, I got 108 marks. And in paper 1, I got 143 marks, a massive improvement, 40 mark improvement from 2014, which was due to mainly me going through the theory properly and covering the entire syllabus. And in paper 2, obviously, it was one of the hardest papers. I left a lot of marks, so it happens sometimes. This is a part of the journey in UPSC. In 2016, as you can see, my score improved drastically. In paper 1, I got 130 marks, and in paper 2, I got 151 marks. Again, this is the highest score of management optional this year. Also, paper 2, I've received the highest marks. This time, I left 22 marks blank in paper 2. Still, I was able to get 151 because of better quality of my answers in the theory portion. And in paper 1, my marks reduced, but that was because I felt that paper 1 in 2016 was a tad more difficult than paper 1 in 2015. And also, I left 10 marker blank here because of poor time management, but I still got 130, which is a respectable score. So I really believe that we can cross 300 plus in this exam, management optional, because there is one fellow I know, I think he has got 146 marks in paper 1, which is an excellent score, whoever that person is. And I've got 151, which is the highest. So if you add that, you can go up to 300 marks plus easily. So I believe that this is an optional which can definitely lead to very good marks if you prepare correctly for it, just which is evident in my preparation. Also, in all the 3 years, 2014, 15, and 16, I was luckily able to get one of the highest marks. I think this year in 2014 I was either the second highest or the top highest. 15 I was second highest, and the highest was 255. And in 16 I'm the highest. So from that you can get a good idea about how to go about this particular subject. Now I've covered this also. 2015, the highest in paper 1 was mine, 143, and highest in paper 2 was 130, while I had got only 108. So even this year, if someone had done well, they could have received over 270 marks. This year, again, the highest was 146, I got 130, and 151 I got in paper 2. Again, both very amazing scores. Selections, the more important part. I think there were about 6 to 7 selections in 2015. It is difficult to get data on management because all the candidates are kind of hidden, no one comes out of their rooms, or some are working, so they're scattered all over India. But definitely 6 people plus got in, and this year also almost 6 to 7 people have got in out of around 20 to 25 who wrote mains. So that is a very good selection rate. If out of 25 6 are getting in, that is a very good pass percentage. So I think that it's a good optional despite its image in the market. And if I had to take it again for next attempt of mine, I would definitely go for it. I've already covered this, friends. The potential of management is very high. You can definitely get over 300, 310 marks as per last year's this year's scale. And in the rest of the presentation, I will cover about various approaches to actually be able to score this much, and about also a full course on management that I will be launching this month, right after preliminary exam, which will cover the entire two different papers of management. This will be a video based course, and it will cover each and every topic as much as I possibly can through this video course, and the also my approach in answering various questions in management, and also clearing your doubts if you have any through the course of this videos lecture series. So another question is, why management over pub ad, political science, sociology, anthropology, etc. I mean, pub ad, some person got over 320 marks this year. Political science, again, someone has got around 300 marks this year. So why management? Well, because in these subjects, the predictability is not there. You might end up getting 180 also, even after your exam has gone well. You might even get 250, 220, you don't know. There's a lot of unpredictability in these subjects. But management is predictable. Management is stable. Management, lot of questions repeat from the past papers also. And by doing this well, you can actually have a good confidence of scoring at least 265 plus according to this year's scale, which is an excellent score to definitely get you into top 200 at least. And if you can push this over 270, 75, you can definitely get into top 100 as well. So this is an excellent optional, I believe, compared to other optionals. Also, the investment of time in this optional is moderate as compared to the vast syllabus of PubAd, sociology, anthropology, etc. And the return is also good. It is also very good for people who already have management backgrounds, um, especially from different business schools or with even commerce backgrounds. I have a commerce background, so I took management because I was comfortable with the subject, and also the subject was definitely better than commerce in many ways, because it did not have technical topics like taxation, which is very complicated and vast. Management relatively is much better, and then it is also smaller than it looks. If you have the right material, right books, which I will tell you about, it is much shorter than a lot of other optionals like history. In future years, I believe that it could pay off even better than options like PubAd. If an easy optional management paper comes next year, you can very much score a very high score. And if you are in the interview, you can handle it better than subjects like history. If you have a management background with a history optional, just imagine the amount of preparation you will need for the interview. By having a management background, with management optional provides you some credibility in the interview. And guidance, well, this is the most important part. Is there guidance for management optional or not? Yes, it has been missing so far. There are very limited options out there in the market, but I will be providing guidance this year, and hopefully that can fill some gap for you. Well, a lot of you might already be aware about the structure of this optional, this paper one, with six different topics: OB, managerial functions, marketing, HR, accounting, financial management. And then there is paper two with statistics, which is called quantitative techniques, operations, management information systems, government business, strategic management, and international business. I have put all the syllabus here, but I don't think we need to go through it right now. I will come back to it if need be. So these are the books that you need to refer to when preparing for this optional. For the first one, in paper one, managerial functions and processes, you need to go for this book, Fundamentals of Management by DiCenzo, Agarwal, Bhattacharya, and Robbins. This is a terrific book for this particular paper, and it covers all the topics. I also have made comprehensive notes, which I will cover in the further lessons that you can also refer to. So buy this book. It's available on Amazon also. The second one is marketing. For this, go for Kotler 14th edition. Excellent book. No need to read anything else. This covers everything. Same with this managerial functions. You don't need to cover anything else but this book. One book, done. Second book, done. Accounting. There is this book by Mr. M.N. Arora on cost and management accounting. One book, everything covered. Nothing else is required. Fourth book is for OB, Robbins and Vora, 15th edition book. Go for this book. You just need this one book and you will be done with OB. But you will need some more notes and sources and references from other places, which I will provide during the course of the preparation. You don't need to look for them. Then we have finance. In this, I would say go for two books. Prasanna Chandra's book, ninth edition, which has just come out. Excellent book, covers the entire financial management topics. But apart from that, for reference, we can also go for Rastogi's and Taxman's Fundamentals of Financial Management. So get both the books, but only one is enough. I will mostly cover a mix of both these, so you don't even have to go through them if need be. Then there is Human Resources Management. Ashwath Thapa, here which I have shown. Buy this book, best one. One is enough. You will be done with HR. But if you need to study a little bit more, we can also go for Tanuja Agarwala, Strategic HRM, but it's not needed, and some notes that I've made. Now let's come to paper 2. Paper 2, you need this one for business statistics, that is quantitative management, J.K. Sharma's third edition. Friends, a careful thing about this book you must remember is that there are many questions in this book whose solutions are wrong. So don't go after solutions. But the quality of questions is brilliant. These are the kind of questions UPSC has been asking. And it covers almost all the topics. So we will cover this. And also Levine and Vishwanathan have a book which may also be bought for practice, but not really needed if you have done this one properly. Operations. This is the most lengthy subject of the entire management optional syllabus. For this, I will only go for one book, Heiser 11th edition. Amazing book. You can buy Stevenson, but not required, friends. See, the problem that a lot of management optional people face is how to deal with the syllabus. And I'll tell you frankly, if you go through this one book that I have suggested you so far and just study that properly, diligently, do all the questions, practice, you will be able to do very well in this optional. Don't go for all these extra sources out there. Yes, for some topics you might need to Google here and there and find out the right approach and the content, but that has to be done for everything and that will take some time. But with this basic 12 books, you can get a very good score. For international business, this is the best book, amazing book for international business, Jan 10th edition. I've used this all my 2 years, last year and this year, in preparation, and I think this was the game changer for international business theory for me. Then there is for government business interface, there is this business environment by Fernando. Buy this book, very thick, very heavy book, but we will cover only like 10% of the book. So don't be scared if you see that book is really thick. Then we come to strategy. This is the most confusing one because there is no one source where all the different topics are discussed, but around 60 to 70% of the topics are discussed here in the strategic management book by Jones and Hills. Hill and Jones, excuse me. So you can buy this one, Hill and Jones Strategic Management, and other topics that are left out, I will cover through my notes. Then we have management information systems by Loudon or by Brian. Both are very good. Almost same, little bit different approaches, but we will just cover maybe 40-50% of these books, uh, and rest we will just use my notes because you will have to otherwise Google for them and make your own notes, which is not required. So yeah, lot of notes that I have made I will provide, and summaries also from different sources. I've made these, but you don't need to go through this entire process to do so. Don't make notes. Don't make notes. If you really feel like it because you need it for learning, do it. But if you have the right content available, if you have the right books that I've discussed available, just focus on learning them, focus on analyzing them, focus on answering questions. If you put make notes, a lot of time is wasted in it. Unfortunately, I had to do that because I had no other option. There was no guidance about management. But this year, I'm set to change it by trying to help you as much as possible, and hopefully, you can you kind of save a lot of pain that I had to go through. So don't make notes. Just go through the notes that I provide and through the books. Uh, do the self study, and you'll be good. Old papers are very very important. Almost 50% of the questions every year are repeated from the past papers of 2009 to 2016. So you can pretty much answer a lot of questions by not even thinking when you're sitting there in the exam. So we will do old papers together, but for now, I don't have the solutions. I will make them and provide it to you as well, as much as possible. Some questions, to be honest, even I might not be able to solve because I'm also a student and not a professor, and some questions tend to be over the top. But I will go through maximum questions possible and find good solutions to them. Now, after talking about all this management, I want to re-emphasize on the importance of GS and SA. Top 100 rank, you can't get by scoring just 320, 315 management. You will have to score good marks even in your GS papers and SA papers. You have to focus on every part of the exam, GS 1, 2, 3, 4, SA, and management paper 1 and paper 2, um, because that could possibly be a game changer and put you in the top ranks. And management is a type of optional which will give you good enough marks by covering the basics to get a top 400, 500 rank or even a 200 rank. But if the year is right and if the question paper is normal as we expect it to be, definitely you will crack top 100. But if the question paper is a little bit difficult, like it has been last year and last to last year, then you will need to kind of put in a little bit of effort in SA and GS. So for this vast exam, why not cover each basis? Cover everything, practice everything, plan everything, and not ignore anything because that could lead to potentially low marks in some one paper. And friends, that has happened with me. I got last year in essay 90 marks. It killed my entire rank, you know, and that was because I wrote maybe two essays before I went for the final exam. And friends, for some people it works. They write two essays and still get good marks. But for many, many, many of us, trust me, many of us, it doesn't work. This time I wrote like 40, 45 essays and I got 158 marks. So you can imagine, practice paid off. Okay, perhaps the most important part for most of you, guidance, coaching. video series, test series, notes, study material, where to find them? Well, I will provide the entire video series for management paper 1 and paper 2. I will also provide notes. Test series I'm working on right now, so this is not 100% sure, but I will work on this as well, and try to see if I can provide this. But entire video test series, video lecture series that covers all the syllabus, and it also will discuss old papers, how to write answers to management questions, and how to solve the various questions, and also notes, very comprehensive notes I have. They will cover 100% of the syllabus in the next 2 to 3 months. Um, you can cover the entire syllabus on a daily basis as I go on to release videos of each topic. And guys and girls, let me be very clear, this is a commercial undertaking. This is done by my brother Anuj Jindal. I will be making videos for his website anujjindal.in, where you can go and access these videos, uh, and you can start enrolling from June 19th onwards. Um, and maybe, to be honest, guys, this might get pushed off to 25th of June. So please be patient with me. But it will definitely start within 1 week after the prelims are finished. Other details, I will provide a link as and when they are available about where to take the course, and also mock videos I will be providing after this lecture. I will put the link in the comment section below in YouTube, so you can go and watch some mock videos on OB, finance, etc., to judge for yourself whether you want to take this course or not. Also, for doubt clearing, I will be available on this email ID and also on this number on WhatsApp. Um, no Facebook for now, but I will be available on this other ways to reach out to me, where you can reach out to me regarding any doubts you have, any questions you have about the management optional, and I'll be more than happy to help you out or clear your doubts, because I want more management people to make it in the top 100, so that this optional is well regarded as it should be, uh, compared to other ones. So this is all for now, friends. Hopefully this video will help a lot of you in making up your mind or in getting the right guidance for the management optional. I will release my other videos soon, so keep a tab on it and have a good day. Bye.